Today we got up early. Dominic and I got up about 6, and Madeline and Emily got up about 7:15. We got on the road, drove across Crete. We are now in Heraklion, and we are heading to the ruins of Knossos, which is the kind of center of the Minoan ruins here in Europe. This is the ruins for King Minos, with the labyrinth and the Minotaur, and where Hercules defeated the Minotaur and created the Minoan civilization as we know it from archaeological evidence. So we've done this before. It's really, really cool, super interesting. It's also really hot, and there's a lot of sun out there, so we're going to be cooking. And we're not going to get a tour guide because we want to do it quickly and not be in the sun for too long. So about 4 to 5 hours of driving for what's probably going to be about 1 hour rushing through in the sun. The last time that we did the palace at Knossos, this parking lot was empty. We were about one of 5 cars. Now it is just a sea of people and buses and tour groups. This is going to be a really rough one. First of all, it is hot. It is sunny. There's not a cloud in the sky. There is no shade at this site, and there are thousands of people here. As we had predicted, hot and crowded is the story of the day at Knossos, but always a great sight to see. And there is a really good breeze today, so it's not nearly as bad as it looks. It looks burning hot, and it is warm, but it's bearable, especially if you are able to get into the shade or the breeze picks up, then it's really not bad at all. But the crowds are crazy, so some of the lines, that's all one line behind me to get into one of the temples just to see some of the interior, so it's a bit of a madhouse, but it's nice. Everybody's pretty calm and relaxed, and just get stuck in the sun for a while. So we're finally braving the really long line.
The palace at Knossos still has many mysteries surrounding it, and construction may have started even before 2000 BC. The ruins are only partially intact, but what remains is pretty amazing. Some of the best parts of the ruins are the legends and myths that are set here, such as the famous labyrinth and the Minotaur. Even though Knossos is not in its original state, for example, the frescoes you see are reproductions, while the originals are safe in the museum in Heraklion, and cement was used to cover and restore areas of the ruins where today's experts never would have used that material. These restorations help visitors imagine what the original palace may have looked like and make the experience more immersive. While I would never prefer visiting Knossos in the heat of June, it's worth braving the heat and the crowds to see it.
Because we had driven so far to come to see the ruins of Knossos, we decided to take the opportunity to also visit the nearby Cave of Zeus, or the Psychro Cave, famous as both the mythological birthplace of the god Zeus, as well as the place where Europa was kept, initiating modern European civilization with the birth of King Minos. The drive from Knossos to the cave was several hours through the mountains to get to an amazing high plateau.
There are 3 ways to climb to Zeus's cave. Walk up the new meandering paved path, ride a donkey up the new path, or choose the route we did, the original steep, sometimes crumbling, but much more adventurous path through the woods.
The cave itself proved to be a disappointment. It was very small, and other than the amazing myths surrounding it, there was little of interest.
We quickly learned that the mountain's namesake creatures are plentiful there. It was a bit of a shock to hear a rustling noise ahead, and then have a goat emerge from the bushes onto the path and continue on her way, barely sparing us a glance. The goats definitely didn't seem to mind the steepness of the path the way that I did. After we explored the cave and enjoyed its cool depths as a break from the relentless Cretan sun, we strolled back down to the parking lot via the new paved path. While a bit less interesting than the original route, the paved path is stroller-friendly, as well as allowing for much more stable foot placement. It also provides plenty of opportunity for goat watching and sweeping views of the surrounding countryside. While there's no labyrinth to tour, you can take a selfie with the Minotaur at the gift shop across the street from the entrance to Knossos.
In our next episode, we are once again returning to the island of Crete for our final episode in Crete and in Greece itself. Please remember to like and subscribe and tell your friends about Take Flight. We appreciate your patronage. For even more from Take Flight, follow us on Instagram